You are watching WNC News to Ukraine, where at least 7 people have died. Several people have been killed during rush hour. Russia launched a missile attack on a residential area. Structures in the eastern Ukrainian town from Pokrovsk. In addition, 67 people were hurt. The assaults that occurred roughly 40 minutes separate from the Donetsk region's governor reported the strikes caused damage to a hotel in addition to retail and administrative. In the meantime, Ukraine's The Intelligence Agency announced a woman was arrested in connection with a possible assassination plot against Zelensky. President the lady was reportedly planning a Russian airstrike. Muster was in the Imykolaiv region during Mr. Zelensky's visit to the area is now available online. James Waterhouse, our correspondent in Let's Start with the Basics, Kiev. James. Latest, as well as the twin strike in eastern Ukraine, yes, we were told over the weekend that 2. The missiles were launched 40 minutes apart. Why it appears that rescue teams are making things up the majority of those injured in the previous year, because of last night's strike, their efforts had to be doubled. Halted due to the possibility of bombardment, we've been told, and we stayed at the hotel ourselves. It was also targeted, as well as the mob. These are themed Corleone restaurants. 2 important nodes in the community of where do you observe civilians in Baklavsky? Touching elbows, asking folks to avoid going because of what we saw last night. So we are 7 people have been identified as having been. It killed about 70 people and injured nearly 70 more. Is a stark reminder of the reality that while they are making the crossface nicely inside Russian range artillery and ground missiles, as well as though the threat never goes away, then we realized who this woman was. Detained on suspicion of being a member of a plot to assassinate? I mean, how frequently do these occur? It's pretty common to come across Ukrainian civilians accused of being terrorists. Informants, I believe there has frequently been a type of intelligence overlap. Either Russian intelligence agents or people have been forced or elected to participate. Information leaked to Russia nonetheless. These are quite intriguing assertions in which the intelligence service direct relation between this woman. They claim Mika lived in the southern hemisphere. Region photographing various subjects. She worked on the local military sites. They mention on the UH Army military shop base there, and they claim that she not only shared these photographs with her Russian counterpart handlers, but it is their Russian handlers who are the problem. Would then plan, based on that knowledge, an airstrike during a state visit by, at the conclusion of last year, President Zelensky. They claim she was attempting to obtain hold onto his itinerary for the visit. She was then detained when she was allegedly followed or monitored for a few weeks. Thus, it is one of the new and intriguing allegations. The Ukrainian security services and the sanctions for this type of behaviour are she could face up to 12 years in prison. Not in prison and not in Russia. Wood has not responded to these. Specific allegations acceptable. There is a lot of James Waterhouse there.